With me, say good day, Paulie.
Hello, how you going?
Doing good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Just enjoying isolation at the moment.
Isn't it boring as shit? But lucky for everybody, we do have the Dominato Cup playing live for us on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday nights, and a Super Saturday on Saturday, funny enough, where we will play every game of the round. What are your thoughts so far, Paulie, before I go through the games?
Oh yeah, look, I think it's great, and as you can see the table there, it's already starting to shape up after one round, and just like to see all these teams really give a big effort, except for Farabarras. I'd love to see them crumble.
Oh look, mate, I don't think there are too many players in this competition who don't agree with you there. I mean, let's be fair, they did win it pretty comprehensively in the grand final last year against your Freckled Venus.
We don't need to be bringing that up. There are multiple things that happened. Things might go on my way. Martin Tapau probably had the worst moment of his life. Lucky not to get sent off in that game, and I still remember it. I still remember spiralling into a deep, dark depression. But Farabarras, well, you can go and get stuffed.
Well, don't worry, Paulie. I'm feeling the same about the Gronks, especially after the round one so far. And I'm sure that list will grow throughout the season. So I'm just going to quickly go through each of the games here. 6 of them, in fact. The first game to kick off the season was the Benji Brilliance versus Tiger Power. Benji Brilliance proved to be too strong, winning the game 12-6, and that was played at Seabus Super Stadium. The second game of Tuesday night football were the Biggins Eagles versus the Gronks.
Gronks... it was quite something, that game. I thought Val Holmes coming back from the NFL just absolutely tore the Eagles a new one, and I think that the Eagles sort of came in well underprepared, but albeit 12 seems to be that magic number, and Gronks got there first, and Eagles just could not catch up.
Absolutely, mate. And the Valentine Holmes thing, we will hang on to that. I do want to come back to that a bit later on in the show and ask you a few questions. But didn't he light it on fire?
It was something unbelievable. Jared Hayne wishes he could have.
Oh, isn't that the truth? The third game of the first round was the Cabbage vs Freckled Venus at GIO Stadium in Canberra. Cabbage winning 8-2 in very controversial circumstances, and the controversy simply comes from Cabbage would have beat the Freckled Venus by much more had the bunker and the ref been on their side.
Okay, let's get something straight here. I'm pretty sure the correct sentence there was Cabbage could have beaten Freckled Venus more if their defence wasn't so outstanding.
Well, mate, it's easy to say that when you have the likes of Jamie Ainscough in your gold line defence.
Well, look, whatever it takes to defend a try. Everyone should have this mantra. And if you have a look, every other game, the winning team scored 2 tries. Did not happen against Freckled Venus, only gave up 1 try.
Well, it's actually interesting that you say that, because penalty try aside, and the Jamie Ainscough controversial incident that happened, another incident then happened later on in the game where it looked like it was a fair try to Moses Mbai, but the bunker fucked that up. Have you got any words on that?
Look, you cannot fault human error. This is the thing. I'm not gonna bag out the bunker when, at the end of the day, it's just a human in that box pressing a button. If they get it wrong, it happens. Mistakes are made, but at the end of the day, Freckled Venus let in 1 try only.
Look, we're going to have to agree to disagree with that one, because I'm pretty sure the money that the NRL has pumped into the bunker says that it probably should get it right a lot better than what they did for Cabbage on Wednesday night. But anyway...
You're forgetting about the 25% pay cut.
Yeah. Anyway, Cabbage still won that game, 8-6, so a bit of poetic justice in that. The second game of Wednesday night football was the Chester Road Railers against Aussie Tugboat.
Yeah, I heard there was a little bit of controversy apparently, but I don't know about you, Squibb. I thought it was a bit of a bludger of a game, didn't notice much and didn't pay much attention.
Well, the CEO of Aussie Tugboat, Todd Greenberg, aka James English, wasn't exactly quiet about his thoughts on feeling like he was robbed. Now, I don't know about you, Paulie, but I didn't see anything particular in the game that suggested that he was robbed.
No, I've gone over this with a fine-tooth comb, and all I come up with is Railers pulling off the upset of the season.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what we should probably do, and an upset that was, I must add, and let's go back to saying it was an upset because of the form in the nearly NRL competition that they were bringing into this Dominato Cup 2020 NRL shutdown competition. But how about we do this, Paulie? Let's get James on the line in one of our next segments or next episodes, and maybe he can explain to us exactly how he felt he got robbed.
I think that's a good idea. We need him to justify his statements.
Exactly. Let's bring him in. The first game of Thursday night football was the Farrabarras versus the Muffin Stuffers. Farrabarras coming away with an 8-point win, 12 points to 4, leaving the Muffin Stuffers languishing at the bottom of the ladder. I don't know how it's figured out, but the Eagles are very happy with that.
Yeah, look, to be honest, not too surprised Muffin Stuffers are down there. They brought nothing come draft night, and criticise everybody, but what do you got to show for it now? There's not much going on down at the Stuffers.
Brought nothing on draft night. They're no Tiger Power, are they? Anyway, moving on. The last game of the round, rounding it out, we had the two new kids, Lord Farquhar versus Mumba Out at ANZ Stadium. Mumba Out won by 6 points.
Yeah, it's look, I think part of the best part of this game was the debut of a certain commentator towards the last 9 minutes of play, I believe.
That's right. You did chime in pretty late in the game.
Oh, better late than never.
Absolutely, and it was good to have you and have somebody else to bounce off as I go through the game. So thank you for joining me, and I look forward to many more.
Yeah, no dramas.
Alright, so we look at the ladder after round 1, and we've got the Farrabarras on the top. Second...
just setting themselves up for a great big fall.
And everybody's praying for it, don't worry. Second on the ladder, the Gronks, after their win over the Eagles.
Yeah, let's be honest, Val Holmes' win over the Eagles.
Yes, and I agree with that. I'm pretty sure the administrators of Dominato Cup are in conversations to change the name of the Gronks to the Val Holmeses. Third on the ladder, Benji Brilliance.
The team everyone loves to hate.
And love to hate, don't we? He's actually a really nice bloke, let's be honest, but Jesus, he has shithouse comebacks. He has no backbone behind a lot of what he has to say, and he very much comes across as a school teacher, and I'm pretty sure that's what drives the hatred that he often cops his way.
The weirdest thing about it is he doesn't come across as a school teacher when he's at work.
Which is a shame, because he is a school teacher. Fourth on the ladder, the Chester Road Railers with their upset win over Aussie Tugboat.
Look, I'd just like to reassure all Railers fans out there that you don't need to get used to this. Let's not forget the efforts that their CEO went to signing everybody's drafted players. On the upside, we all have free drinks next draft night.
Yes, we do, and how lucky are we? But a big shout out. James is a big fan of this so far, so hopefully it's entertaining him. The first game of Thursday night football, the Farrabarras versus the Muffin Stuffers at Leichhardt Oval. Farrabarras came up with an 8-point win there. Very good. And we've got nothing from Paulie, so we'll move on to the sixth game. Lord Farquhar versus Mumba Out. Mumba Out won by 6 points.
Yeah, well, they did try.
Oh, hold on.
But,
We're not even on the... I've fucked up completely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
we're on the ladder. What?
This.
See? People walked into the... Alright, hold on. Guess what? We get to start again.
Everyone needs to have a break.
Sorry, babe.
Mummy needs a break.
Yeah.